For this Deadmines, I entered at level 19. For talents, I had 5 points into Demonic Embrace, giving 15% more stamina, with a negative 5% to Spirit. Then 3 points into Improved Voidwalker, increasing all of his abilities' effectiveness by 30%, which includes his Torment, his threat-building ability. And finished with 2 points into Improved Healthstone, increasing the health gain from the stone by 20%. Now, as I leveled, I put points into Fell Stamina, increasing your Voidwalker's health by 3% for each point. Taking a gander at my gear, it didn't really change much from Ragefire. You mainly want to focus on stamina gear, with little bits of intelligence to increase that mana pool. For your Voidwalker, if you come to Deadmines at level 19, you should buy the level 20 Tome for Torment. It's a big deal for your pet's aggro. Your Blueberry has about a 37% damage reduction, which is more than my average geared Feral Druid at the same level. Big change from Ragefire. At level 18 you get the first rank of Searing Pain, which has a 200% threat modifier. Even our resident Shadow Priest couldn't pull threat. For all kill targets, your Warlock should be the tank. Spam Searing Pain and you're going to have threat locked down. Do not forget to throw Curse of Weakness on the targets. For enemies in Deadmines, this curse will reduce damage anywhere from 5% to 30%, give or take. And your Warlock already sits at 18% damage reduction from armor. Now, when trying to get aggro on multiple enemies, you should Searing Pain, then change targets, and repeat until you have all the threat. Now, of course, with spell pushback, it means that the more enemies hitting you, the less aggro you will do. But Searing Pain is a 1.5 second cast, which is a limited window for enemies to actually hit you. And on single mobs, you can usually get Searing Pains off in between their attacks. And your Blueberry should be sent after the hardest hitting target that isn't a priority to kill. Now to execute the Ogre Foreman. I opened with sending my Voidwalker on the Ogre while simultaneously fearing the secondary kill target, then switching over and spamming Searing Pain. And once the fear wore off, I grabbed aggro on the other ad. Now, unlike the pet in my Hunter tank video, the Voidwalker without the level 20 Torment cannot hold aggro against an assault from a Shadow Priest. The Shadow Priest pulls aggro at about 50% health on the boss. Now to fix this problem if you are not level 20, all you would need to do is spam Searing Pain so you keep the aggro instead. Quick little lock tanking tip. The Defias Invokers put up a fire ward making them immune to your Searing Pain. Either get a quick pain in before it goes up, then Shadow Bolt, or send your Blueberry after him. Don't forget about the patrols that spawn after the Foreman and Sneed. Dismantling Sneed and his Shredder. This fight didn't go as smoothly as I had planned. Warlocks do not have a taunt, so make sure your group knows to let you get at least one Searing Pain in before attacking. If you lose aggro and can do it without wasting time, try and stay within melee range so you can pull threat back easier. Also, you can use life tap while tanking, but just try to make sure you pay attention to how much health you have, or you can see a heal on its way. Once you reach the Goblin Foundry, the only mobs you have to be aware of for the Warlock are the Goblin Engineers that shoot from range and summon a Golem that lasts for 1 minute. And all enemies in here run at low health, so watch your Voidwalker. We had a pretty close call in this run. Now to take down Gilnib. Send your pet after the boss and spam those searing pains on the ad. I would say to life tap and then switch your attention onto the boss once the ad is at about 25% health, so you could be certain to keep that threat. Wrecking Mr. Smite involves you putting a kill target on one of his 2 ads at the bottom of the ramp. Start your Searing Pains and send your demon after Smite. Grab some aggro on the second ad. Once the last ad is low enough, switch over to Smite. Put your dots on him and start the pain train. Pretty simple from there. Alright, so here's a good example of how to hold aggro as an Abyssal Lock. Remember to load up your Curse of Weakness to reduce total damage done to you and your party members. You have fear, so position yourself correctly to be able to utilize it for more control. And if you're wondering on how we pulled this many mobs, the rogue we invited was level 15, so it made it interesting. For overcoming Captain Greenskin, focus your Searing Pains on the Defy Squall Shaper, while your pet has a word with the captain. Once the ads are dead, switch over to the boss. I decided to help our healer out by funneling health to the walker. Went well until the end. If your pet does get low, and you have been using Searing Pains on the boss, you could use Sacrifice and gain a strong shield while you take the last remaining health. Now to knock over the Defias Kingpin. Send your Booberry after the boss, but make sure he is in line of sight of the healer. Choose a primary kill target, and then fear the other ad. Once both ads are dead, focus your efforts on Edwin. Now, if you have the available time and your pet is the one tanking, you can put up a Curse of Agony and use Immolation, then spam Searing Pain. That will generate the most amount of threat. At 50% health, 2 ads spawn. Fear one and grab aggro on the other. The damage dealers should be able to handle Van Cleef. And here I thought I could pull Cookie all by himself without bringing all the ads with him. Sure didn't work out that way, but was a fun fight. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Next, we are headed to Wailing Caverns, and also a big thanks to my brother Alex and my friends Justin and Saratin. We are still looking for others who want to join us for these groups. If you're interested, just look in the description below, and see you till next time.